Hi. So you know that certain apocalypse is coming, and I just want to show you how I prepared for the apocalypse. See this. This is our garden. We literally have potato for 3 families, and we have some corn, cucumbers, tomatoes, peppers, watermelons. Ooh, we have onions, Brussels sprouts. We just have a bunch of things. And this is all like completely in the nature. And this is what I picked up today. Some peppers, cucumbers. And today we are here because they're saying it's gonna be a really big hot summer heat wave, and we came here to water the plants. So these are the cucumbers, and here are, I don't even know what's their name, but they come to be this long, and we already picked up some. I really forgot the name. And Brussels sprouts here, and yeah, again cucumbers and row of peppers, and they're like 4 rows of potatoes, and here 2 rows of potatoes. You can't see them because some of them were early and we dig them, and the other ones were like the later ones, the ones that you use for winter, and those ones you can see when I dig them up. Mm-hmm. This is really old. First we clear them up, and then we fill them up with water. Fresh water. Drinking water.
No.
Booch. So now I don't even have to think, like, it's almost 1 a.m. in the morning, and what I'm doing here, I'm actually finishing up some work that I was supposed to do during the day, but I was just too lazy to do it. So that's why I like my flexibility and my work schedule, because I can work whenever and just get everything done. I'm also babysitting my teacup Malteser, my cousin's dog. He's here under my feet. Um, what I was saying at the beginning of the video for the apocalypse is that the other day, the person that I'm following on YouTube, I found he also posted a video, something that I'm also thinking about, and like all this thing that we're actually, I have a feeling like the entire world is just sitting on a beach and looking at the tsunami and thinking like it won't hit us. But I'm just thinking in terms of recession, and I'm thinking of in terms of inflation, I'm just reading the economic papers and everything that is happening worldwide, what's happening with our money, and the fact that each day the prices are changing. Like the basic things that you buy from like eggs, for milk, it's just getting more and more expensive. Um, last 2 years ago, 1 kilo of potato in my country, it was 0.2 Bosnian marks, and today maybe it's even more expensive than the number that I will give you, but it's more than 2 Bosnian marks, and then you can do the math and see how percentage wise it is expensive to live than before, and of course salaries and everything remain the same. So what I did, like at the beginning of this year, when this entire world global crisis happened, the war thing, and of course we're still like in the pandemic era, I would say so. My boyfriend and I, we decided, instead of buying a gym membership, that we will make we do have some like untouched field, like extra, like there is no, as you saw, like there is nothing built on the land, like extra land. And we decided, instead of buying membership for the gym, we will buy seeds and we will buy whatever is necessary to grow our food. So we started that as a secret project. We didn't want to tell it to anybody because we're both into digital work. We're just like working on the computers. We're tech people, and we just didn't want to like put a big hype over what we actually planned on doing, and that was growing our own food. And that would be my number one thing, how we prepared for what's coming, and how we are planning to go out of the system if that's necessary. So our first step is being sustainable in order to grow our food, and just completely switching from vegetarian to vegan, which is completely fine with us. I've been vegetarian and vegan for years, and as you can see, I'm not missing anything. Like, I'm even a little chubby for a person who doesn't eat a bunch of stuff, so that's cool. It's fine. We even wanted to like to have chickens, but not chickens because of us. We have in total more than 5 dogs, and of course dogs their diet do depend on animal protein, and we were thinking to have chickens, so sometimes we can cook their eggs and then feed our dogs, like just in terms of sustainability, and that might happen by the end of the summer. And that will be my 2 points, and the rest of the points I will probably record tomorrow, because now it's too late. Like, it's really late. You can tell I'm super tired. I just want to wrap up my schedule, and I'll continue recording this tomorrow, and I'll tell you the rest of the 3 points, how we prepared for everything that is coming. And trust me, it's coming. Now it's a question, is it gonna be 3 or 6 months? It's just like the time is running out, and we really have to be prepared. Unfortunately, no matter how rich we are, we cannot eat money. That's a bad news. But the good news, we still have at least 3 months. So I'll get to this tomorrow. I just want to show you how I actually exchanged plants, like decorative plants in my garden, for self-sustaining foods. In this case, you see plenty of tomatoes. This is my first year just doing anything with the gardening, and you can tell here I have cherry tomatoes. And here I have, I don't even know which, like what kind of, I know it's like a huge one, but I don't know, like I have more over here. Here's nymph. Here I have peppers, and I water them every night and every morning. And I have a bunch of peppers. This all used to be flowers and roses, as you can tell. Some of the roses are still here. Here I also have, oh, this one is ready to pick. I didn't even see her until now. And here again I have tomato, but apparently this is a different breed. I don't know, we'll see. And it's getting huge, and like every day it's getting bigger and bigger. This one used to be a tomato, but not in, then it died. And I have these ones, again different shape. I don't know, probably it's a different breed. Here I have my little dog, and see this one, it's really getting huge. This is another dog, she's smelling it. And again here I have roses and stuff. So that's about my gardening skills, something that I've learned this year. Here I have a tree. Well, actually what I wanted to show you was, just excuse all the dog stuff, I wanted to show you my bike that is here covered because of the sun. This is what I got myself in case gas gets too expensive and then I need to move around. At least I have a bike. I'll just cover it up. Here's a tiny little one. Hey, see how small he is. So now when I recorded everything, what was my third point for getting ready for everything that will come, I think you're pretty aware that I'm well prepared. Like I did everything I could. I can't change the world, but I can do small little things and still enjoy my little ones. So cute. And this one. And 2 nights ago I was actually reading about this plant. It's very useful, very healthy, and grows everywhere. Here I just didn't know. I thought it was one of those things that you need to cut and they're just not good for the garden, but apparently they're very good. So I'll keep them. And here are my dogs, just eating them out. Night I will water the plants. Now it's still too early, as you can tell the sun is still not, it's not totally down, so I still need to wait. Oof, right. So now, as you can tell, it's almost nighttime. So the entire day I was quite busy just doing some digital work, and then half of the day I slept because it was such a heat. And I don't want to turn this into a vlog. I just want to go to my third point and wrap it up. I just showed you my bike. I showed you my plants outside. So this is the like a mini garden that I have around my house, and that I can suggest. I can give you an idea or suggestion how you can plant your plants in case you don't have like an extra land somewhere, as I do have in the hills. Yeah, and I just wanted to share that with you. Like 99% of the people told me when I started doing the little garden around the house that I won't make it because the soil is too, as they say, like maybe the translation won't be exact to the terminology because I'm not into agriculture, but I think you will understand. They said that soil is like too sour, if that makes any sense, and that I need to enrich it with with soil food such as like crushed eggshell, what else, like humus and a bunch of other organic things, organic matter that I had to prepare. I had to do to prepare my soil, and you saw my tomatoes, like they wouldn't grow that big and that good if I didn't do a proper care of them, and if they didn't have enough soil, enough nutrients. And just to give you a perspective, I'm living like near the city in a very polluted area, and I still made that huge tomatoes, which is good. Like I have peppers. This is the fourth meal in a row that we had from my garden, like around the house, which is great. Like spending zero money. Um, Even though that's not my goal, I'm just telling you like all the ways we can go and we can be sustainable in the upcoming year. It's really not big deal. It's not a big investment, but when you think of the return and everything, it's huge. I didn't take you to my other part of the garden, also fenced and everything, because my dogs were there like pooping and stuff. There I have, last night I counted, I have more than 7 watermelons, which means like August and September I will have fruits in my garden, fruits that I planted in June. They'll probably be ready to be picked up September, or yeah, I mean August or September. So that's my third takeaway. Other thing is, when I think of the money, I'm coming from the third world country, and my parents also survived the war, and I've heard stories that like one morning you wake up and your money is worth like nothing, just the currency you were using yesterday does not exist anymore, and you can't do anything about it. So also something to think about. I don't know what's going on. I'll just pause. So to go back onto the point, my parents told me stories that their currency just overnight was worth nothing, and it was literally just paper like this. Imagine you having like hundreds and thousands of something, and you considered yourself like wealthy and like financially independent, stable, whatever. You saved up that money, and then it's worth nothing. And just mentally to think about it, it hurts. And imagine if you really had to like go through that entire experience. So from their stories, what is my takeaway? It's that I'm not gonna obsess over earning and stacking money at this point. What I've earned. Like I don't want to invest my time into trying to earn more, and then tomorrow that money is worth nothing. I would rather work in the field and uh, just survive this 6 to 24 months, whatever is coming. Because if you think of the history and if you think of the economics, these things are something that is repetitive. It's gonna repeat like in 10 years again. It happened 2008. That's the most recent one that we all can recall and remember, like us younger generations. And for the older generations, you had like a huge crash. Ay, 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 ay. And this is what you get when the teacup Malteser plays with the 30-kilo dogs. Hey, you fine? You good? Nothing happened. He's just screaming his little baby. See how small it is. So I'll just keep him in my lap. And the other dog that I have here, Donna, hey. You can tell like how big she is, and those two are playing their besties. And I guess since they were running this entire time, he either stepped on her feet or something. But this one is fine, completely fine. Yeah, you're good. You're good to go. Yeah. What's this? What's this? What's this? So to go back on the point, I just don't want to focus my time and energy. Like I will earn myself enough money just to like cover my monthly expenses. Oh, he's gonna eat my hair. To cover my monthly expenses, and we'll see how that's gonna go. I'm 100% aware that the money that I was making last year, the same amount of money is just not worth it anymore. You cannot buy the same amount of goodies or services or anything as before. So what's the point of working longer hours and like trying to save up, because you don't know, tomorrow dollar and euro might be equal, and the day after you don't know what's gonna happen, and is that going to change. um I know everybody's saying, oh, just stack the cash, stack the cash. Yeah, stack the cash for what and which currency? Like, everything's changing, and uh, I'm not like, no matter how much I read, not even the economic experts are smart enough to tell us like, you should keep your all of your value, whatever you have in this and that currency. They don't know. How am I supposed to know? What I can do is just these little things to survive, because whatever goes down needs to go up. So does the economy needs to go up, and I think it was going too good for the past 5-6 years. I have a feeling, like, looking at the Instagram and everything, that this entire the entire world was just living like a high end class, and that really we know half of those things are one big fat lie. Everybody were living off their credit cards. I just have to look here because he's just going on my computer. And that entire fairy tale of successful and solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, whatever, at the age of 18 and 20, that just needed to go down, and things needed to change. Real values needed to come back, and just we did so much wrong with the nature, and the huge restart is really needed. And my fifth advice, how I'm gonna take this, like, I'm just gonna give myself enough time to process everything. I'm not gonna rush anything as I did before, as I did earlier years, when I just didn't know, when I was too young to understand that we're living in a fake society, and that we are just living the lives that are not existing, and everything that you see on social media is kind of fake. And all those digital points and numbers that we have, myself included, are just digital numbers. And tomorrow, if something turns off the internet, um, we will be left with nothing. And I just don't want to live in that digital world anymore. I just want to come back to my very own nature, just come back to myself, and just live my life normally, take my job like as serious as I need to, like, not too serious, just serious enough to survive. And that's how I'm gonna do it. Like, no, I'm not gonna make a big fuss of anything. Hey, they're playing again, so I just want to show you. I don't want to make a big fuss of what's gonna happen, how it's gonna happen, who's gonna invade who. Like, that's not my story. That's not something that I will talk about right now. But just like, take it easy, take it day by day, and we'll see what's gonna happen. They're saying all these crazy things about fall and all the, like, just how we're not going to have enough electricity, how we're not going to have enough gas. I don't know what's gonna happen. And the only thing that I know is that 200 years ago, people didn't have any of these commodities, and they survived pretty well. They were getting married, they had kids, they had pets, they were considered wealthy or not wealthy, poor, educated. Life will go on no matter what happens in the world. It's just, the good thing is, we still have time, like, just to make the switch in our brain that we need to adjust whatever happens. It's up to us how we are going to accept it, and just don't make a big fuss of it. Nobody will die because you're going to get depressed, and many of us will. Maybe the Instagram will go down, maybe the YouTube will go down, maybe like so many crazy things can happen, but nevertheless, just don't panic. The parallel world, the parallel digital world that we're living in might come to an end, and we just have to be prepared for it. It was, to be honest, it was too good to be true. Like everything that was happening in the world, too good to be true. Maybe now it's time for us to go back on the fields and just take the water from the well. I don't know, feed the animals, learn what we have forgotten, take better care of ourselves, and that's pretty much it. I wish you an amazing rest of the night, and now I'm going to do like a 20-minute of work because I'm a lazy ass bitch, and then I'm going to take myself out, and that's about it. Tonight maybe I'll do some more work, maybe I'll put together this video and upload it. I don't know, I'll see. But so far, and also I had to show you my green beans. They're not green. I just put them, I prepared them to cook them for tomorrow. So I put them in the water. Also this, it's delicious when it's cooked. So I just need to put it in the water because it dried out and I need to put back the water in. And yeah, life is still good, and it will be, so just don't panic. Okay, then I'll see you in the next video, and I still have some topics that I want to cover, but we'll see how you guys react to this one. Maybe you do have some comments, maybe you don't, but we'll see. Thank you for watching, and if you find any of my content interesting, just subscribe. If you don't, that's fine. I'll just keep sharing what I do and keep sharing my plans for the future and for my plans. Okay, bye. Just one more thing. You know that they were yelling, and see what they're doing now. So I don't even think that he has like 300 grams, and she's definitely 30-kilo dog because I weighed her. And I'm babysitting him because he is my cousin's dog, and they went on a vacation, and they met 2 days ago. So I think this is pretty good. Whoever has pets, they will understand this is pretty good.